Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a good film, problematic. Good job by Sam Raimi, a little bit of bad stuff, but I still enjoyed the film. This is a non-spoiler review of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This movie's directed by Sam Raimi and written by Michael Walton. The synopsis of the film is Doctor Strange travels through the multiverse to protect America Chavez from an evil entity that's wanting to use her power, which is to travel through the multiverse for their own personal gain. So, what I like about this movie, action scenes were pretty good. The story's okay. I like the visual effects that some of the visual effects Sam Raimi did. Those were pretty good. And another thing I like is, I said, fighting scenes, visual effects, and some of the story elements, and the music by Danny Elfman. The things I did not like about the movie was a part of the story. The cameos were a little lacking. I didn't like how the cameos were done. The movie is very edgy, which is, I forgot to put, that's one of the good things, but they kind of cut a little bit. But another thing I didn't like is they didn't flesh out the story of Wanda Maximoff, and they really didn't push the envelope. The movie's very simplified. That's another thing I didn't like about the movie, because it's the Multiverse of Madness, and I thought they were going to go all out, but they didn't. So that's a little bad thing that I didn't like. But I think there's some reasons to that. Let's get to the characters. Benedict Cumberbatch does a good job as playing Doctor Strange. He's very charismatic, very edgy, and cocky. How Doctor Strange is in the book. A little caveat about that is some things, he's supposed to be very intelligent, but they kind of dumb down that for some other purposes. He seems like there's certain things he doesn't know, which he should know. That's one thing I didn't like, but overall he did a good job. Elizabeth Olsen as a Scarlet Witch, some people say that's an Oscar-winning performance. I don't disagree with that. Kind of agree with that. She played really well. I loved her costume. I loved how she acted, her mannerisms. I loved everything about her. What I didn't like is they held back in a lot of her story, which I think there's a reason why to that. Wong is really good. He's a little bit more to do in this movie. He's a really fun character. I loved his scenes. Chiwetel Ejiofor had some good scenes in the movie. He really does a great job. It was a little bit shorter scene, but I wish they would have did a little bit more. Rachel McAdams, I do like her in this movie. They gave her a little bit more, but I think there was some things didn't go well. Her and Benedict Cumberbatch do not have good chemistry at all, but I did kind of like her role in the movie. Xochitl Gomez playing America Chavez is not the same America Chavez as the comic book. She's younger, and I think there's a reason why. She's younger than the comic book version, so I'm thinking later on they'll have more of that personality in the comic book. Xochitl Gomez was cast for longevity, but I do love this character. I do like Xochitl Gomez. I hope to see her more. I hope to see her in more movies. It's just a really, really, really hope that this character can pull through, because she's up and down with likes and stuff. She's not as liked in the comic book, so it's like there's a fans that base that like her and a fan base that don't, and it's up and down in that scale. So like I said, Sam Raimi, when he directed this film, he did a good job in some parts and he did a bad job at others. He still went too far back into the old 70s, 80s, 90s style that kind of cringed in certain scenes, but like I say, he probably needs to evolve his style. But overall, the good stuff, there's more good than there is bad. Just story-wise, there's some things they held back. There's a lot of cuts in the movie they cut out, and I think they did that for a reason. Like I said, the cameos are not really good. Well, not saying not really good, but they just had some problems. It was not what I expected. But overall, the movie's fun. I've seen it twice. The first time I saw it, I was a little bit taken aback. I liked it still, but the second time I liked it even more. So as for that, I think they're holding back. And the reason why I think they're holding back is because the Ultimates, Secret Wars, that's the reason why. I think what they're doing is they're saving up for that. I think the reason why they didn't do things with Wanda and made her a pure villain and not going through with the Darkhold and stuff, because I think they're saving that for later. So I'm giving this movie, I think, kind of a chance, because I think they're holding back. But as I think that's a bad thing. I think they should have pushed it a little bit more. Overall, good movie. I just think they should push a little more. Also, stay for the after credit scenes. There's 2 after credit scenes. The most important one is the mid credit scene one, which I really, really loved. Loved it. I was excited when I saw it, which leads me to think of why they held back so much, because they're leading into things going on later. So I hope they was pushed a little bit more in the movies and not hold back so much. But I think Secret Wars and the Ultimates are coming down the road. And then after the credit scene is a little funny thing. So I would stay for both of those, because they're pretty fun. The mid-credit scene is epic. Now that's my non-spoiler review of Doctor Strange. I didn't reveal a lot of things about the movie because there's a lot of surprises, and if I say any more, it would spoil the film. So out of 5-star rating, I give it 3.5 stars. I was gonna give it around 2.5 to 3, but the reason why I give it 3.5 is because the second time I watched it, I liked it a little more. The things I loved: action scenes, cinematography, the music by Danny Elfman. Sam Raimi does a good job. The things I didn't like about the movie was Sam Raimi. Even though he did a good job, he has some things that are dated that he uses in the movie that kind of jar the movie. Now with Scarlet Witch, there's a lot of horror elements to her and stuff, and it's really good, but without the things with the Darkhold that they did not use, it kind of messes up the character. You're not gonna like this because it kind of kills WandaVision, the show. It kind of undoes all that stuff. So that's the thing I had a problem with the movie. So I do have some problems with it, but I do still like it. But 3.5 out of 5 stars and a full 5-star rating for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Now, my next movie that I'm looking to, next movie I'm going to see is Top Gun. Let's get it out the way. Top Gun, Tom Cruise. I'm ready for it. And that'll be my next review. And let's say other things coming down the pipe. Sideshow to Slow is finally, looks like Ahsoka Tano and Wonder Woman, Gold Armor Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman 1984. Looks like they're finally coming. I think on Monday I will get the confirmation that they'll probably be shipping. Hopefully sometime this month, and I have 2 unboxing reviews of those toys. I can't wait. Sideshow to Slow finally coming through, I guess, after 40 years. So that's what's coming down the pipe for me. So that will do it. I want to say a little shout out. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to Neil Adams. Rest in peace to George Perez. Neil Adams, George Perez, 2 comic book legends in the artist industry. I remember meeting Neil Adams and showing him my portfolio of work for comics. He gave me a real ripping. I mean, he tore into me, but it was tough love. And he gave me hope and told me what I needed to do if I wanted to get into the industry. And I'm gonna still try to keep into it, and hopefully I'll get into it soon. Kevin Samuels, tongue-tied. I've watched his work, and man, people are going too soon, man. Kevin Samuels went too soon. And George Perez, great comic book artist. I remember buying a few of his books and stuff like that. I think I still have some of his books. Justice League, Teen Titans, Avengers X, Justice League, JLA Avengers crossover. The big splash panels of artwork. He was a big inspiration. The curly-haired Scarlet Witch is one of my favorites that he just drew. His Wonder Woman was awesome. So shout outs to those three that have passed away, and they will be missed sorely. So that's it for my review of the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Go see this movie. Go see it in 3D. It really looks good in 3D. Like the special effects and the visuals. Go see it in 3D. It's really special. I'm gonna see it probably again before I go back to work. And like this comment, like this video, share this video, comment down below and tell me what you like. Tell your friends about this, about my channel. I also have fighting game clips that I play, Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear. Man, to check them out. If you ever want to bored and want to see something, I got some decent matches. I'm kind of a novice player, but I go to tournaments and stuff and try to just enjoy myself. So check those out. Like I said, like, share, comment below. Tell your friends about this channel, and be safe out there. We're losing a lot of the greats right now. Be safe, man. You never know when our time comes. So peace out, and have a good day.